Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. 1 2 3. 1 2 3. Do re mi fa so. Do re mi fa so. Do re mi fa so. Fa so. Do me re whoa. Do re mi fa so. Do re mi fa so. Check, test, 1 2. Check, 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 check. Check, 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 1 2 2. 1 2, check, check. Check. Check, 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 check. Check, 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 check. Okay, Let's Paint TV in the house. Good morning. Good afternoon. Thanks again for being here. Another show is upon us for the world to enjoy. Joy to the world and everybody there in this world now and in the future. Joy to everybody, present and past and future, present and past and future. Joy to the world, to everyone now. Okay, I'm going to get some coffee here. Thanks again for being here. We're having some fun already, right from the get-go, which is always a good sign. But we're for sure count on us to peter out, and lots of dead scenarios, dead time, dead spin, dead philosophies, dead scenario, dead which is what we're doing right now. running into the I'm running on empty is really what we're doing here, but it's all right. We're gonna regenerate something here in a sec, I think. Okay, let me see. I'm gonna try to get some camera shots fixed here. I'm gonna get some coffee here. I'm gonna get this going here. We're gonna get this going. We're gonna get this going. We're gonna get this going. Good. It's going good. It's going good, baby. It's going good. We're going good. Ho 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 ho! It's going good. We're going good. Going good. Going good. Going good. We're going good. Gotta get me some coffee now. Gotta get me coffee. Alright, I'll be right back. Let me get some coffee here. You're watching Let's Paint TV, world-renowned, world-famous, award-winning programming here, seen live every day, 11 to 12 noon Pacific Standard Time, here in lovely, right here on and through this portal, whatever portal you have. It is, and we're popping, we're hopping here. We got a lot of people in the chat room right there. Got Cynthia, PK, Jenny, Lone, Dear. Sweet. Let me get some coffee so I can even get more acquainted with my gut, my gallbladder. He had the gallbladder. He had the gallbladder to tell me. Just a second. Get some coffee and some water. Be right back. All right, we're back. Thanks again for being here. Let's Paint TV in the house. Glad you're here. Let's get this going. Let's get our activity sheet posted. Get rid of this shot. We'll get that shot up and running. What else do we need? Do we need anything else? Or are we good for now? I think we're good for now. I think we're good for now. We're good. We are good. We're good to go. Good to go. We're ready to go. Let's get going. Let's get moving. Let's, no, one more thing. Let me get this up. All right, let's talk about painting and whatnot. Creative process, whatever is on your mind. 818-528-4516 is the number. Please feel free to call us or just chat in the chat room. That is, of course, another avenue for you to let out, test the waters. And no better place to test the waters is in this environment. Let's Paint TV. This is a incubator, or one might say we are just one big. Well, we'll just leave that off the table for now. But it is an experimental doohickey. It's a doohickey of sorts that we provide each and every day, and feel free to partake in it. However, you may find yourself doing whatever that may lend itself to be. What to be or not to be? Yeah, that is the question, my friends. That is really the final Savoy. 818-528-4516. I don't know if you noticed, but we're showing a painting that we started yesterday, and I got kind of into it, and I basically overworked a particular area. So after the show, I was checking things out, and I said, you know what? What I need is just a big old fish. Put a big old fish in that area that I was compound Wing it too much. I was putting too much. Or I thought I was. I mean, I don't know. You know, I don't know if I am or not. But I thought at least at the moment, that maybe I was putting too much knick-knack, polywhack, and what's the name of the poly relationships where polysexual where people have multiple relationships? All right. Anyway. Feel free to tell me what I was thinking there, because I don't know. Just a sweet shirt. I work at home and miser, so I keep my heat at 58, so I'm getting pretty acclimatized. Yesterday it was warm building. I've been a bit of a slump. Hopefully listening. Oh no, Jenny, don't slump on me now. Don't be slouching. This is. Oh, that's right. I can't even pronounce it. Polyamorous or something. Okay. All right. Well, it is definitely not that. But if we apply the creative means to whatever we have before us, then I guess it's appropriate. It could fit. We could find a way to make that work. But we're not necessarily interested in that. Well, we could be. Maybe that's where we need to go. Maybe we need to go into those zones that we don't want to enter. And I guess we could do that today. As much as any other day, Why not today? Let's do it. Let's get going with the possibilities. Okay, I'm still about ready to sip on some coffee here, and just zapped it a little bit too hot for myself. All right, let's turn on the treadmill. So, getting back to the painting, I added a big fish, and I think it helps on some levels in terms of the genesis of a feeling as if I am complete. I feel now whole. I feel whole. I feel committed. Complete. I think it'd be better to say you feel complete as opposed to committed. Well, I mean, I guess you could be committed. One can be committed to something, but you don't want to be committed necessarily. You don't necessarily want to be committed, but you want to be committed. That's a strange paradigm of sorts, isn't it not? Is it not, my fellow? Whatever you are, I don't know what you are. I don't know what I am. But I am. I am what I am. Y-A-M. Yam. Because I am what I eat. I like yams. You know what I do not like? And by the way, what's the difference between a sweet potato and a yam? Can somebody tell me the difference? I don't think there is a difference. There's not possibly a difference. And don't get me started on sweet potato fries. That is the biggest cockamamie piece of junk food available out there. And that is the biggest scam. It's a scam, people. Don't even pretend for a second that you enjoy sweet potato French fries. They're not that good. I'm the first. I'm going to be the first to tell you that sweet potato French fries are not any good. They can't hold up. There's not enough structural analysis inside the sweet potato. The sweet potato, by its very essence, when it gets cooked, when it gets baked, heated, fried, it becomes mushy and gooey. And so then you try to put some whatnots to frying it and make it all crispy. It doesn't hold. It's gooey and not as awesome as the real thing, and that is a good old French fry made out of potatoes. Okay, I said it. All right, 2 charcoal portraits, a backyard, and a dog. Yes, sir. I love them. Oh, okay. 818-528-4516. Sorry if I blew your love for sweet potato fries. I guess I just haven't had a good. I haven't had a good one. I have not had a good one. They're overrated, frankly. And so potatoes, fried potatoes, can also be overrated too, particularly where you get them. Now, I'm a big fan of home fries and hash browns. I love those tater tots. Ore-Ida tater tots are the best. They're the best. And the Ore-Ida tater tots they figured it out to get that golden brown. You want to have some golden brown. And if you have to paint golden brown on the tater tots themselves to make them look better, or spray tan them, then so be it. But they got to have that golden zeal, that zest. And I do believe that then, therefore, sort of like food coloring. Sort of like we want various products to be colored a certain way for our visual as opposed to taste. And we can't handle it, and that's why we need to incorporate and to play with our foods. in such a way that to deceive ourselves and one and all for the betterment for our advancement of the human being. And that's why I'm working with Monsanto right now to make life better through manipulation of the food. Okay, I'm not. I'm just, but I went there. 818-528-4516. We're talking about painting, at least not yet, or we did. Inadvertently, and subversively, suffice to say, we are inadvertently, and that's not an advert, or it could be an advert. I don't know what an advert is, but frankly, it might apply. But the fact that we are de facto in relation to before us painting, good or bad, we are guilty by substantial cohabitation, by virtue of association, guilt by association. We are talking about painting, regardless if we are actually physically, mentally, full on talking about it, because we are allowed to be around art. See, art starts to do its own thing regardless. That's why we want art in public places. That's why art needs to be everywhere. Even if you're not talking about it, it does have a subversive quality to better the human element, the human condition. That's the word, condition, and condition we will, regardless if we further anything more to what we're seeing. But I am looking at this painting. Anyway, so I put a big fish here, and already it opened up. It kind of opened up that area that I overkilled, or I, in a sense, I overkilled it. But you don't necessarily overkill something. I'm actually talking about painting right now, believe it or not. Let's turn on the treadmill here. It's Let's Paint TV. Thanks again for being here. I'm Mr. Let's Paint. I'm starting to heat up from all the excitement, all the activity, and from the movements of one's life before you. I am snapping out of my stupor from a lack of movement. However, the fact that we are moving, it is starting to make some kind of sense, or no sense, but we are making some kind of prognosis, move that can and may have some bearing within the relationship of time itself. Okay, we're going to put on our knee braces here. I'm a big fan of the knee braces. Maybe it's not something you have to worry about so much as a wee lad. Not something I ever worried about. But as you get older, there are certain things that you want to have in your back pocket. Though I'm not a big fan of having things in your back pocket. I don't like having things in my back pocket because, after all, then they start to stick into your butt and your ass, and then it becomes cumbersome, and really ultimately they become a pain in the ass. Things that you keep in your back pocket. I don't like to keep a wallet in my back pocket. I don't know how anyone does that. iPhones in your back pocket. You bust you break your. How many times have you heard people? They sit on their iPhones, they break it, the glass, the shards goes right in their ass. Pain in the ass. Happens all the time. Okay, 818-528-4516. We're turning on the treadmill here. Let's get going here. See if we can even get any more move. Oh, no, not yet. Let me get the other knee brace on here. Feel free to call us here on the program, 818-528-4516. It's Let's Paint TV. All right. Okay, that's a little tight. Just a tad bit tight here. And I think we might, I see a couple of things on this painting that maybe just off the get-go, I might want to add just a little more knick-knack to it to solidify, because I'm not ready to let go. I'm not ready to let go with this this painting, and we get that. We have those issues sometimes when we make things, do things. Is we want to hold on to it. This is my baby. This is my baby. This is my baby. So I am, and I'm hesitant. I'm hesitant to just give up and move on, even though I kind of do want to move on. I kind of always want to just move on. I really want to just run away from myself when it gets down to it, but, or at least partially. There is the moment. I have the momentary urge, to escape. Fight or flight, people. Fight or flight. And but right now I'm ready to fight the good cause. Every day, guys, Monday through Friday, 11 to 12 noon, we're here to fight through the fog that is in us. Cut the fog with the big old knife, or with a paintbrush. Cut through the fog with a paintbrush is what I would say, or cut the cheese with a paintbrush. Do something with the creative means that you have available to you, would be my recommendation, and that way we can all get along that way. At least for us creative types, we need this. We need to be creative. Please do not stomp it out. Your loved ones and yourself. Try to, if anything, find a way to grow that creativity urge, and it's the best thing. It's the best thing on earth. It's about the only thing on earth, frankly, that's worth living for. Now, maybe that's a terrible statement to live by, but you can imagine, you can see why one could fall into the gap. Fall into the gap. You can see why one would want to spend all their time in the map, on the grid of creativity, the creativity grid. Stay in that grid. It is a force field that is all encompassing, all together now. It is even after all the backstabbing and the clever, intelligence-minded groups that find ways to control, try to control through various means possible, backstabbing, all that kind of stuff. That's the bad part of. But honestly, that's really nothing, really, when you think about it. That's just peanuts. That ain't too bad. You know what I mean? That ain't too bad. All that stuff that sucks inside the creativity zone, in terms of people trying to control it and to browbeat you into a submission and to sort of force feed you what they think is supposed to be creative, all that nonsense and whatever. That ain't too bad, as long as we know to just tell you to, just kind of slap that shit off. Go boom. I don't need that shit. Fuck that. I don't need you to tell me what the fuck to do. Just move that shit off to the side. I'm still doing creative shit. I'm still being creative. Fuck that. Fuck trying to be doing something that you're supposed to be trying to do that you somehow feel as if that's what you're supposed to do because other people are telling you what to do, even if it's all in your mind. All right, fantastic. So we resolved a lot of issues here today. One is to stay in the game. That's the real deal here. Stay in the game, regardless of the frustration that can be overwhelming. And that's really, I think, the real problem here. Getting back to my last sort of statement of sorts, it's the real problem is all based on how you want to feel is, your interaction with your fellow human beings. That's really the issue here. And as much as we need that, as much as we all want that, we need it. I need it. That's why I'm here with you guys for the most part. We can't let them in my case here or others let them don't let no one get you down is basically what I'm saying, and don't worry about some stuff that's out of your control kind of deal. Of course, I'm telling you this as if I somehow figured it out. I'm telling it myself. I'm talking to myself right now. So just keep going. I'm going to keep going, okay? All right? I'm going to keep going, I think. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'm going to quit too. I could quit too. I could quit on a dime, man. I could quit this creativity business on a dime. But then, of course, what would I be doing? See, I don't really have nothing else. I have no backup plan. That might be the best move too, by the way. If you want some career advice to being an artist, and I think I've heard this before, have no backup plan. That's I think for me, the only backup plan I ever had was to be like a security guard, because that was about the only. I always thought that was about the only possible job I had from my education from being an artist. But I'm not really sure if that's would have ever happened, or I don't think I could have done that anyway. Okay, but at least it's fun to think that, I guess. But definitely in reality, you would not want to. I feel sorry for people being security guards, but there's a lot of jobs available for that. I guess nowadays there's not even jobs for security guards because everything is all with cameras and computers. At some point there is no need for security guards either, I guess. All right, we're wondering about a lot of stuff here, and we're wondering if we have a phone call coming in. Do we have a phone call coming in? 818-528-4516. No phone calls in. Okay, that's understandable. You guys just take it easy. Just gonna see me fall flat on my face. Well, that's not going to happen, my friends. It is not happening, at least not today, or at least not in the next few minutes, though maybe there might be a change in the pace, in the program. Change is good, but I don't think we're headed there. I know better to just hang in there. Okay, so I got to my painting here, kind of talking about painting in a sense, and let me get some gloves on. How about that? Let's get some gloves on. We could talk till we're blue in the face here, guys. But frankly, we just got to get some painting on the canvas. Let's get some painting on the canvas here. All right. Warming up here, guys. I got my coffee. Let's get a little water in. Don't forget to drink the water here. It is so important to have some water in you, more so than any other liquid. And again, I'm talking to myself. I gotta stop drinking so much damn coffee. Oh, nice, fantastic. Now I wish I could read these comments. But I'm having a hard time because it's just the type, the font is way too small. Maybe if I brought this whole system closer, but then, well, I haven't figured that out. But I can't really read as well as one could here. as one should. But that's that happens. All right, I'm going to put on some gloves on. We are not going too fast here. Let's go a little faster. Get a little jog going on here. 3 miles an hour here on the program. All right. Here we go. Settle down. We're starting to get into the starting to get into it, I guess, if you will, or I guess we're thinking about it. Now, do we actually get going here? I don't know. It's fine. It's fine if we don't. I mean, it's really okay. Frankly, it really is. By the way, guys, you know, we're here every day, Monday through Friday, and for you, but we do need your support. And if you go to patreon.com/letspainttv, for as little as $1 a day, you can support this programming so that we can be on every day, Monday through Friday, 11 to 12 noon Pacific Standard Time. All right, so there you go. Go to patreon.com/letspainttv. There's the link right there. All right, copy it, paste it, whatever. Okay. 3.1, which is really just an easy pace for the most part. And so let's take a look at our painting again. And like I said, I'm just kind of thinking that I got some little things that I could maybe bring about. But I at the same time, I'm kind of, you know, relatively content with the it as being a done deal, as a final product of some sort. However, I'm not convinced, and I do see certain little gizmos. Let me slow this down here. I do see some little things to bring out, right? I mean, we got some things we could bring out. Let's see if I can bring them out. But I guess the question is when you do bring things out, is it, you know, are you doing damage? Are we doing irreparable damage? Is that possible? I say entirely possible. I gotta say it is entirely possible that what happens here could be might have some wings. Might end up being more than just being stuck on a canvas. That it can be actually have some substance. But we could also be smashing what we had into the ruining it. And if that's the case, then you know, you kind of feel like, wow, I wasted my time. Nothing worse than that. I mean, I feel like I wasted my time here. Don't you feel like that? I hate that. It's probably one of the more. I don't know. I guess it's maybe one of the issues of being creative. Now I got it. I get it. Now some of you have it all figured out. I know that you don't have issues like that. I got these issues. All right, and I think a lot of you do too. The what it's all about, and back and forth if we should be more logical or illogical in our assumptions of what we're doing. So I guess that is what we are up against. I'm up against. But honestly, I secretly want to keep the freshness that comes from indecision, being lost, but just jumping in. But we're at this point now where we sort of have more decisions because of the compounding interest rates, the compounding compound kung pao chicken from what's all this is going on. So we wonder, can we improve? Can I improve this, or should I just let the some of the areas of almost pathetic areas of sort of brushwork, stuff like that, should we just let that stay as is, stay as a pathetic deal? Because I guess you want how complete do we want to go? I guess is maybe my wonder. I wonder. Now, but I don't think I'm going to be killing it too much by just giving it just a tad bit of update of some sort. I can't imagine that I would, but it could. I'm aware of it, guys. All right. You're watching Let's Paint TV. The insecurities, the thoughts, the concerns of an artist making a painting and trying to make it a masterpiece. And that's really that's the other battle is if we can just snap out of that masterpiece scenario, we'd probably be better off. But if we get around that and not let that, the agonizing, it's just so agonizing. I think if we can set up systems. I guess that's what I'm interested in are systems. Now, guys, bear with me. I don't always make much sense. As you know, I'm always striving for something that doesn't make much sense for the most of the show. But I've been doing this for many years, and I do know that I do come up with a couple of zingers of thought. So just bear with me, because I was just about to get to one right there, but then I cut myself off. Now I already forgot what I was going to say. But I think basically what I was going to say is this. What I'm looking for is maybe systems of approaching the creative process so that I can somehow be free free of that search for the masterpiece, and yet somehow back in in some ways you're back in. I'm trying to think of a car backing in. Beep 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 beep. Well, of course with the little video camera, because they all come now with little video cameras. Beep beep beep. So you back into the masterpiece without having to do so much agonizing. I'm not interested in the agony. I don't want to agonize. I want to free myself from the agony. The agony is what really is almost like it's a self deprivation. It's a lot of pity. It's like hatred. This agony. What do you need? You don't need that. Don't need that stuff. All right, so if we can find, it's one way of doing it is finding maybe some systems to help you get past that, the over analyticalization of thought and within the creative process. Now look, I don't know if that's what Da Vinci and Michelangelo and all these other artists from the past and artists today do. I understand that. I understand that is exactly what they do. That's exactly what they do, but that's not what I do. And that's not what a lot of other people do, and you don't have to do it that way, is what I'm saying. A little of both, a back and forth, probably wouldn't be a bad idea, but maybe you get confused. That's We don't want you to be confused. We want you to just keep going. Keep going. All right, so I'm just kind of adding little tidbits here. Again, not totally convinced that it's really amounting to anything, but I'm gonna stay with it because it's not. I don't necessarily feel that it is at a full, not going to be of any help or being a negative. And again, why not? Why? Let's have some negativity in what we're making here, or some bad stuff going on. Let's have some of that. I'm in favor of that. And a lot of times you got to think of it this way too. Society's kind of screwed up, and it always has been, frankly. And I think it's a mistake that art should only man's perfection of everything. I think that's a mistake. That it misses that kind of stuff. Then you just become a craftsman. That's a craftsman approach, frankly. Art is something else. It has to become something else. Art should reflect society, and if society's fucked up, then the art should be fucked up too. At least it should have that option. There should be a place for that to look at art as such. Nothing worse than just everybody trying to make a perfect little picture. And there's nothing worse than seeing that. Okay, 818-528-4516. So please feel free to fuck up your paintings, is what I'm saying. Fuck up your paintings. Fuck up your approach to making stuff, your creativity process. Throw a wrench in there, all right? Throw a wrench. Throw mud at it. Go crazy a little bit. Let it out if you can. Let it out. I would say that will keep you sane, frankly. Admitting that you're crazy is actually a way to, somehow show that you're really sane. To admit that you're crazy. I think that's probably, there's something to that. I was thinking about that the other day. All right, 818-528-4516 is the number. So do I? Where do I go? Where do we go from here now? What do we do now, guys? Well, that's a great question, and I'm going to be sticking on after the program here in the chat room. I'm going to have the chat room open, and we can talk about that if you'd like. We can talk about it now. Anyway, all right. Just trying to figure this out, I guess. 0.94 miles. Try to figure out how to another 15 minutes of this program. Trying to figure that part out. If I should just scale back and maybe get into just some sort of thought as opposed to just talking nonstop. I'm just gonna maybe just sit back here and just think now. Maybe I should just think. Maybe I should just do that. I mean, I could think. I could be thinking. Maybe put some thought into what I'm actually saying. Maybe that's such a bad idea. I could be probably doing something like that. I mean, probably not. Could be a beneficial thing. Maybe sometimes maybe I just kind of sit back and ponder and kind of think about what's going on, and then just kind of put some look at the flowers and stuff. Maybe I should just sort of take it easy and well, let's look at the painting here at the very least. Now, this is not the best scenario, frankly, to be so up close to your painting. It's probably more of a it is a hindrance on many levels, and yet I don't know a better way at the moment to do about that. Now I could would be kind of fun is to make some sticks and paint. Get some long sticks and paint, you know, from far away. That would be kind of fun. I want to try that. That would be kind of fun. All right. Thinking about that. I'm just thinking about that, I guess. I'm looking at my painting too. I'm going to look at my painting here. Look at that. Fantastic. I see little things here. Little, again, I'm not really sold on it being necessarily ever finished. Maybe we shouldn't ever worry about that either. Maybe we just, but I am actually looking forward to doing some other paintings. So maybe we just put this away. All right, but I got some stuff I'm going to just kind of add a little something here somehow. 2.5. Let's slow it down quite a bit here, and that way we can really look at it a little closer here. I think the coffee wore off on me. No, it is not. I'm just. Well, I guess it did a little bit, but I'm just kind of getting introspective, and that's going to be demand. That demands that painting, making looking at stuff can have that happen to you. It starts to take over. One's life, frankly. Again, I say not a bad idea, not a bad place to be in the creativity sea. That's what I would call this, the creativity sea. How about that? That's what we call this. That's the title of this painting, Creativity Sea. Creativity C with just a big C, not S-E-E, not S-E-A, just C, like the letter C. Creativity C. Okay, I find that to be really funny, but it's not terrible. All right. Well, anyway, so we this is where we are. We're here, and we just keep going. Hey, it's Friday. Just a programming note. We'll be back on Monday. Just to let you know. I'm gonna check some. See if we got any emails coming in. Doesn't look like anything did come in as of yet. All right, 818-528-4516 is the number. Someone mentioned me here. Oh, wonderful show by A-A over there on Twitter. Thank you. We try. Don't always provide you with top quality programming, but it can happen once in a while. Okay. All right. So there it is for the most part. I guess something could be refined or defined, but again, I'm not sure. I guess it's just a give and take now. We're at the give and take stage. And I don't think we're going to be doing any more radical changes with what's going on here. I think we're thinking about trying to finish, or at least think that we finished for at least the time being until we look at it maybe a month later and go, man, that thing sucks. And if that's the case, then we might paint over it. At some point, though, I think that it's tricky to be putting more paint over other older paint. For myself, I'm not always a big fan of that, but of course I do it, and it works, and it probably is just fine. But something bothers me about the boogers, the paint boogers, that inherently seem to show up based on mainly because the way I paint is so goopy in the first place. So I'm up against that, I guess. Okay. I don't know if I needed to do that, but I just did that. Okay, see, you can kind of sense that I'm at that point where it's really not, maybe not being, again, because I'm aware, I guess I'm aware that I like, again, uncertainty, right? And being lost, and also bad painting. I'm a big fan of bad painting. And so I guess, you know, I see that there could be, I see areas that are completely wrong, but I want to keep them potentially. And I want to keep the freedom there because of that. But at the same time, I guess I also want some kind of clarity. I am a big lost cause. I am lost. But I'm also still engaged. I'm still interested in this, but at some point, I guess, you know, question is, when do you stop? And I guess that's where I'm at right now. I'm at that with this right now is, well, when do I stop then, if I am going about it in such a way? It might be a lot easier if you do have the structure. Say you're like a muralist, you know, you draw out, you have your planned out ideas and you map it out and then you paint it a little section at a time. Hey, okay, that's fine. You have it. That is, and that's valid. It's wonderful. But that you don't have to like worry too much. I don't think as much as being willing to basically at any given moment ruin what you already had for the sake of your own frustration or your own pictorial vision that you're seeing at any given moment. So it is an interesting thing, but again, having some kind of systems or almost like a deadline. That's why deadlines are kind of good in a way, because it kind of gets you to, you know, forces you to say, I'm done. But I don't know. I mean, and then there are some wonderful stories of artists that basically never finished their painting. They just worked on it forever. And so much so, this one person, the painting was like about, had so much paint on it that it went out like about, I've never seen it. I think it's called The Rose. And the person painted on it for like about 10 years. Someone knows the name of the artist. It's off. I can't quite get the name. Anyway, they had it. The painting came off the wall like about 3 feet or some crazy amount, and it's all paint, and it's so heavy they had to put reinforcement, and they had to cut it off the wall. That's how crazy it got. So take that. Take that. Take that in terms of the, you know, feeling like you need to finish stuff and. You know, it's not imperative. Okay, let me get that brush. The brush just fell down here. All right, we've slowly basically found a zenith of well, maybe more of a Dolby sound. No, not that. No, not Dolby. No, it's more. Frankly, it's really nothing. It is something though. It is something. Okay, let me look at this thing from far away and just kind of see what's really going on. I think I gotta say, there's a part of me that says it's done for now. Maybe that's all we gotta just leave it at that. It has a nice balance of sorts, possibly, though maybe someone would point out something wrong with it, and then maybe I might go fix it. I gotta say, I am not. I am influenced by what other people say, which again, maybe that is the secret to snap out of that, to free yourself from listening to what other people tell you. That's but it does creep in. It does creep in, and so of course, it can be good and bad. Okay, I see something that I might as well fix here. Okay, we're gonna finish this off. I'm gonna sell this, guys. We're gonna sell this and put it up for sale. Now, don't forget, I mentioned this earlier on the program that we are. This service is provided to you for free of charge, as you well know. Let's Paint TV every day, Monday through Friday, 11 to 12 noon. However, we do rely on your donations and purchases of paintings from yours truly, Mr. Let's Paint. Now, so one way to do this is, again, mentioned earlier, go to patreon.com/Let's Paint TV, and for as little as $1 a month, guys, you can support Let's Paint TV, and I want to thank you in advance for that. But also, just go to letspainttv.com itself, and you can look at the shop link and buy some paintings, lovely paintings that are available on various portals on the internet. So that guys, will greatly help our continuum, our durational continuum of Let's Paint TV, seen and heard every day live, 11 to 12 noon Pacific Standard Time, and also on reruns 24/7. So, guys, that's about it. I'm basically going to be done with this painting for the most part. There's a part. I think there's one question about if you're done with the painting is when you're sick of it. That's another way to know if you're done with the painting, is you're just sick of it. And put it out to pasture, put it out to market, and see if it flies. Who else said? Someone else said that if how do you know if the painting's ever done? And they go, well, when someone buys it. So that's another way to go. There's a lot of ways to go here on in creativity land, as well stated. And I don't want to step on anyone's toes here. I'm well aware that please do not subscribe to any one particular route of your creative dimensional process of life existence. There are plenty of things out there and ways of doing things, but try to think of it. What makes you tick? That's the real secret to you making or contributing to this planet as a creative soul. It is not getting confused by all the stuff out there, myself included, and also Deepak Chopra and Tony Robbins, all these people who are trying to convince you to better yourself. Please remember that they are only confusing you when you too many I don't know, too many cooks in the kitchen, maybe, but also it's also not a bad idea to pick and choose and to know that you are the only cook. You are your only cook. You are yourself, and you are a creative genius. Until Monday, we'll see you guys. Let's Paint TV. Bye-bye.